Hello everyone, this is Jennifer Stay from Coloring Bliss, and I'm excited to be live with you today. I'm going to bring up the chat here on my other device so that I can chat with you. Let me get that going. Give me just a second here. I want to be able to say hi. Steve's downstairs in the print center working on orders, so I'm going to be flying solo today. Okay, now if I can get over to my channel. Here we go. Now I think we're getting somewhere. Make sure the volume's down. Okay, good. And stand it up so I can read it while I'm talking with you. Oh, la la. Good. Now I just need to get to the comments. Live chat. Okay. This is exciting. I'm going to type hello. There. Oh, we've got someone here already. Jemima. Hello. I'm sorry I butchered your name there. Yep, you're the first one. Hi, Kelly. Okay, now let's see if I can. I was going to share this out, but I am not sure if I can here. If I go like that, share, copy link. Okay, good. I found a way to share it without losing all of you. I'm going to come over here and go here and write, I'm live on YouTube. ... Paste. Continue and publish. Okay, sorry about that. Take care of the business and then I can concentrate with you guys here. Close all these apps so hopefully the battery will last as long as possible here on YouTube. And now I've got to get back to the chat so I can say hi to you again. Live chat. Okay, cool. We've got some more people here. Hi, Tina and Linda and Patty and Celine and Homeschooling Mama. Hi, everybody. And Lillian. Awesome. Hello. Okay, we're going to open up the packages right now. Thanks for your patience while I figured this all out. And there it goes. It's playing now. Okay, so we've got 3 packages here that have come from Michael's. I put this order in, I don't know how long ago, and it took forever for these packages to come. They were supposed, I think these may have been Cyber Monday orders, and it has taken forever for these to come. Now, I know what's in some of them, but I think I may have forgotten some of it because it's taken forever, and I've kind of on purpose not refreshed my memory on what I've ordered, so it would be kind of exciting and like a surprise to me. So that will be fun. So let me break into a few of these, and I'm trying to be careful not to share any personal information on any of these packages. Excuse me. Okay. All right, we'll open this one first since we're getting into it here. Hi, Rosie. I've got my little dog Rose here. She's probably wondering why I'm talking to myself because Steve's not in here with us. Oh, Nancy's here. Hi, Nancy. Oh, it's pronounced Jalen. Okay, sorry. I'll get that right, hopefully. Hopefully I'll try to remember. It's It's really hard for me to be live on my own. I have a hard time, you know, doing multiple things at once, so I'll do my best and get it right for you. Hi, Crafty Girl. Okay, this is the first thing I ordered. Ready? Ta-da! Okay, this is a big set by Recollections of Washi Tape. I have a bunch of washi tape, but I've been feeling like I don't have enough variety of colors. Like I tend to collect a certain kind of colors more than other colors. And this one came up on Cyber Monday, a really good deal. And so I wanted to get a really good variety so I'd have a little bit of every color. And I thought this would be good. They had a couple sets, and this one was had the fewest like words on them. I wanted some that were just fun patterns and colors, because I use them in art, you know, like for backgrounds and adding them to mixed media type art in my sketchbook and stuff. I'm going to be showing that in 2018 when we start doing sketchbook stuff and different kinds of mixed media stuff. And so I wanted to make sure I had a good stash of washi tape handy for when we start doing that kind of fun, crazy art. I want to get into this so we can see what kind of quality this washi tape is. So I kind of came late to the game with washi tape. Everybody was already getting tons of washi tape when I started getting it, which is good for me because that means everything is less cost. Look at the cute yellows. This one's way cute. We gotta look at this one first. Ooh. Anyway, I can't even remember how much this cost. I got everything, you know, Michael's such a good deal when you get them on sale. And because it was this big set, I got a really good deal. Let me see how this looks. So cute. Ah. There. I was at their store the other day and almost bought some, but then I told myself to wait because there might be a good deal online. And sure enough, here was a really good deal. Let's see what this looks like on a card or a piece of, how about a post-it note? That would be cute. On a cute little yellow post-it note. Tear's good. Oh, there's a cute little, like different gradients of color. So there's a few that have words, but for the most part, it's just cute patterns, which will be really good in like the mixed media type art I want to show you guys and play with in our sketchbooks in 2018. Plus you can add them to coloring pages and stuff. It's really fun. Really fun. So, and I'll have to find a way to use the word ones too. I know people use them in planners and journals and stuff, so I just need to get into that more. So that looks really cute. Fun. Okay, so that was the first big purchase I made, and it comes in this nice little box, but I have a different storage method for my washi tape. And in my art studio tour that I'm going to be doing in the new year, I'll show that to you guys, my storage method. But I'll be saving this box because I wonder if this box will be good for other storage needs, because it has good trays and stuff. So pretty cool. I like good boxes. So okay, next thing I got. Let's go into this bag. I think we've got some paper in here with personal info. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Yvonne. Okay, I'll get that out of the way so you can't see the personal info. Woo-hoo-hoo, look at all this in here. Okay, first we've got a couple new sets of the Distress ink, Tim Holtz Distress ink. I've got one set of these that I really like to play with, and I've been watching lots of videos online on how to use ink pads. I'm not I don't have a lot of ink pads, and I've been really impressed by what people do with the Distress inks. So I bought 2 more sets of the Distress inks, and then I bought this way cute case that holds the mini Distress ink cubes. I guess they call them cubes. Is that what they call these? They just call them mini Distress ink pads. So I've seen them where they use water with them while the ink is still wet, and you can get some cool wash effects with these inks. I haven't tried it yet. So I made sure I got purple because I didn't have any purple yet. So we got some purple going on. Now I also want to be adding and using the Distress inks in our coloring pages, and of course with our sketchbooks. So that'll be cool. I'm going to open these up and look at them because I want to get them into the tin. I'm going to get my other ones out that I already have and show you the colors that I already have. Rose is looking down with me at the stuff. So these are the ones that I have. I hope I didn't repeat any colors. I don't think I did. And you can store them stacked like this. They kind of stack. And but I don't like the way they stack because I always open them wrong. And they're like this. And this is, I have cracked pistachio, I have fossilized amber, abandoned coral, and mermaid lagoon. Good, I didn't get any repeats. Woohoo, I did good. And then this one is spun sugar, scattered straw, evergreen bough, shaded lilac, and then I wanted some darker colors. So I tried to get a variety of tones. So maybe we can find some light, mediums, and darks in all this to get some good coloring for our coloring books. So we have brushed corduroy, chipped sapphire, aged mahogany, and pine needles. They have tons of these on the websites and on Amazon and stuff. So if I really get into this and decide I want to, get a full set or something, there's tons of fun colors. So this should be really fun. And I think we can do a lot of effects in our sketchbooks, in our planners, and in our coloring pages. So I'm really excited, but I wanted a little box to hold them because I don't like stacking them. And all of the YouTubers I watch say you need to store them face down so the ink stays right at the top of your pad and ready to go. So I need to be ready. I need to hold them and store them correctly in my studio. So I got this box. And the box holds 12 of these little pads. I think someone was asking about that. Rose asks, how many will they hold? And it holds 12, so, I had to buy 2 more packages. So I had an equal 12. So this is the little case. It has a little tray, looks like, to hold. These cases are pretty nice. This case, I think, was, I want to say $7 or $8. So pretty good cost. I don't know. It might be a little on the high end, but it's tin-ish. Oh, that's nice. And it has an open window so you can see what colors you have stored inside, which I love. So we're going to load it up with our colors in here. And then I can store the whole tin face down, and then when I pull it up I can flip it over and see the colors in there really easy. And that should keep the ink stored correctly. So I want to swatch all these colors and see what they look like. Now, if you guys could help me, those of you that are here, because I'm kind of trying to keep an eye on the chat while I'm arting, just keep an eye out for any trolls that show up and break the rules, say things that, aren't G-rated and stuff. We don't want any trolls in here. Okay. So we'll swatch these in a little bit after we look at what else I have in my box. So I think I'll put this pink next to the red, this light yellow next to this yellow, the green next to the green, and this purple color up here by the blue. Look how fun! Oh, this is so fun! Okay. And then we'll crack into this last one. Ooh, adult use only. Oh, how very adulty. That's very adult. Does this make this not a G-rated video now? I can't get into it. I'm gonna be... Maybe that's why it's adult only. It's because only adults can get into the package. So I'm curious to see if I've got the right inks that react with the water. We'll see. Because I know there's different, there's like an oxide distress, and I'm wondering if those are the ones that react with the water. Maybe someone here knows. Okay, this is sort of reddish, so we'll put this next to this line. This is sort of yellowish, green, and blue. Well, that worked out really good. Okay, that looks so cool. That's inspiring. I'm trying to make everything in my art studio, when I look at it, I want it to inspire me. So I want to open a drawer and be like, I want to do art now. That's kind of my whole theme with my art studio. The way I had my art set up before, I didn't feel that way. I felt sort of claustrophobic, and everything was difficult to pull out. So as I was designing this art studio, I wanted it to be really inspiring and make me feel like ready to sit down and work. So let's see, Kelly Schoen says it's those that you have that work with water. They both react with water. Oh, good. I did good. Yay. Thank you for that. Okay, so that's my next purchase. Look at that. Make sure it closes good. I don't want them spilling because I plan on storing it face down like this. And then I can pull it out and flip it over and look at it. That's the plan. Okay, the next thing I got came in 2 shipments. I recently discovered, I follow the Frugal Crafter here on YouTube, and she did a big haul where she got a bunch of stuff from Jane Davenport, and I've never really looked into her products before. And so I decided to bring in some Jane Davenport products just for me to try. And she has these Glitz Sea Sparkle markers. Sparkle markers. And I wanted to try them. So I ordered 2 kinds. I got, excuse me, I got this Warm Seas color, and then I ordered, I think it's Cool Seas. We'll see. And the cool one was back ordered for a while, and that's why it took so long for this order to arrive. Some more personal information. So, oh, Cool Oceans. So we have Warm Seas and we have Cool Oceans. So I have no idea what these are going to be like. All the information online about them was really pitiful. There was no imagery about what the marker tips were like or anything. So this is really exciting to know what this is going to be like. So I can't wait to try these. I want to play with these on some of my gift tags that I have printed out. I'm really excited to see what these are like. So that's my plan. Let's see. Have I ever tried Stabilo? I never know how to pronounce those. She says they're like Sharpies, but they are water-based. I haven't tried them yet. They're in my shop, my cart for Amazon, but I haven't picked them up yet. So do you like those? Are they good? Okay, so I'm going to bring my Sketch Bliss book over here, and we're going to do some swatching here of these products, these 2, and see what they're like, and then we're going to do some art with them. That's the plan. I'm going to flip to my mixed media paper in my Sketch Bliss book here, and we'll swatch it on mixed media. Just really quick, do some swatching here. Okay. Okay. Let's see what these Jane Davenports are all about. I hope they are Glitz Sea Sparkler Sparkles. Oh, we got more tape we have to contend with. Oh, it's not tape, it's just folded funny. She says, they are good, but depends on what you are doing. They are good for doodling. Oh, cool. I'll have to look forward to those then. Rose says, I have water-based fine point. I think they make the paper too wet. Yeah. Oh, these water-based products are so tricky with our papers. I was watching another YouTuber the other day, and he was talking about watercolor paper and explaining why they work so good with wet media compared to other paper, and it was quite an education. It was really good. Okay, we have, do they have the names on them? They do. Okay, good. Let's swatch these. Oh, I'm excited. Let's see what they're like. They're pretty marker. Oh, what did you hear, Rose? What? Oh, look at that. Okay, the cap does stack on the back. That's a big up point for me. There's the tip. Look how sparkly that tip is. They shake. Oh, what'd you hear? Oh, Rose needs to get down. Come here, Rose. Oh, 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 you gotta go see? Okay, yeah, go get him. Someone's at the door. Okay, let's see if they have any directions. Nope, no directions. We're on our own, people. Okay. Oh, it's Carter. Carter, we are live on. Whoa, whoa. Okay, I pushed just gently, and look at all that just came out. Whoa. Did you guys see that? Huge puddle of paint. Whoa. That's sad. Okay, let's drag it out and do some straight lines here. Okay. Whoa. That was a lot of paint that came out. Okay, this color is Coral Sea. Okay, can we get fine lines with this? Kinda. Wow, that was a lot of paint that came out. Let me see if I lift this up. Did it soak through? No, it's my paper is holding up. It sure is sparkly and pretty. Let me hold it up in the light so you can see. Oh, it's showing up good on the camera. Good. Look how sparkly that is. That's pretty. Okay, let's see if I can do better on the next one and not have an avalanche of ink, right? Okay, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake. This one is called Red Sea. I don't know how much you're supposed to shake it. There's just no instructions at all here. I don't know if I'm supposed to push. I'm not going to push this time at all, because that was epically bad. Unless you're after a pool of ink, which I wasn't. Ooh, it's so sparkly. These are definitely Glitz Sea. See, then it goes kind of dry though, so I think I do need to push it just... Oh! Wow, when you push it, you can see the ink go zoom. And then all of a sudden you have all this ink. And I barely pushed it. I think we're going to need to be really careful not to go through this ink really fast. This is a really pretty color. What did they call it? Red Sea. Oh, it's pretty. Red Sea. Okay, so that's the Jane Davenport Red Sea. Okay, let's try the orange one. All right, I'm going to read some of the comments while I shake. Rose is so adorable. Yeah, she's a cutie. Unicorn Lover, hello. Anna, hi. Autumn Hunter, hello. Honestly, I love it when pens and markers caps go on the back. Oh, I know. I have these full set of the Blick Studio markers, and they don't do that, and it drives me up the wall. Do they have an odor? Okay, I'll smell it on this next one. This product is Jane Davenport's Glitz Sea Sparkle Markers. I have 2 packs that I just got from Michael's, the Warm Seas and the Cool Oceans. So we're swatching them, and there's no instructions at all. We're learning together how this works. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Now there's a tiny bit of thread there. Okay. I don't smell anything yet. Let's see if I have to prime this one or if it's just going to go on its own. So far it's going on its own just fine. The other one went on its own just fine, and then all of a sudden it started to feel dry, and I needed to do that little priming where you push it just a tiny bit. Yeah, it's doing that again here where it looks a little dry. So I'm going to push it ever so gently and see if it'll prime it just a bit. Oh yeah, I pushed it, and you can see the ink slide down into this little chamber. So I'm assuming what we need to do is just a tiny little push to slide it into this chamber and soak into the little tip. And then it goes really juicy and glittery and wonderful. So I don't know if we're going to have to keep pushing it or if once you push it, it keeps going. We'll have to do a whole bunch of coloring with these, and then we'll know. Does it feel like it's going dry again? Kinda. So I wonder if you just have to keep pushing it to bring the ink in, which is fine if that's the way it works. I'm good with that because I'm loving this glitter. Caribbean. How do you spell Caribbean? 2 B's. Caribbean Sea. They're all a sea name. And I like that there's a nice grippies right here to make it easier to pull the lid off. Okay, now we've got a yellow one. Rose is back. Rose, do you need to get back in your spot? Where'd you go? Okay, this one is called Yellow Sea. Well, she didn't put too much effort in that name. I guess the other one was called Red Sea, but don't we have a Red Sea? So that makes sense to me. Okay, this time I'm going to prime it first and do the tiny little push, and the ink goes straight down in there. Oh, it's so sparkly and pretty. So cool. I have that. Oh! It was feeling a little dry, so I pushed it just a tiny bit and a whole bunch came out again. Ah! So this feels very gold, but we actually have a gold here to try. So, but this is her yellow. We'll see what the gold looks like next to it. So pretty. Okay, so Yellow Sea. Okay. Telma says hi. Hello. Lorma says she wants them. Yeah. I'm loving them, except for the blobs of ink I'm getting, but that's okay. We're learning. The Yellow Sea is pretty, Jamie says. Yeah, really pretty. Let's see what it looks like compared to the gold. Okay. So this one is called Mediterranean Sea. And it looks like the Cool Oceans has a silver we get to play with. Ugh. Okay. Hopefully it's oh! I didn't even mean to prime it that time. You have to be really light-handed until you want that ink to come down. The tip of this marker feels a little bulky to me. Like it's not like a Sharpie where it's really pointed on the end and then has a wider tip, you know, that you can kind of control whether you want a wide stroke or a thin stroke. I'll show you the tip again here in a second. Okay, now we have to figure out how to spell Mediterranean. Mediterranean. 2 T's? Nope, 1. 2 R's. I'm running out of space. Mediterranean. All right. Mediterranean Sea. Yeah, I always failed spelling in school. Oh, there, Autumn Hunter, help me. Daryl says, my dog is having a fit trying to find you. That's cute. You had to learn it for a social studies test. I probably did too, and I probably just failed that test. Maybe the longer you press, the more of a blob you get. I wouldn't know because I never... Yeah, I think it would just keep flowing. The ink would just all flow out if I just kept pushing. Okay, so there's our 5 colors? 5 colors for the Warm set. The Warm Seas set. They're gorgeous. Really pretty. They catch the light really pretty. You can definitely see where the ink blobbed. But gorgeous, gorgeous. And let's see if it soaked through my paper. Nope. But this is that super heavy duty mixed media paper that I love. So that's why we're not having soak through issues. And as far as smell goes, I'm not getting any smell off of them. So that's a big plus for those of us who are sensitive to smell. Okay, I'm going to slip these in here, and then we are going to try the Cool Oceans. And I sure didn't leave much room on this page for the Cool Oceans color. Okay, let's try the Cool Oceans. They are going to have less room for swatching. Poor Cool Oceans. Okay. This package is a little broken, but it's probably because the way they shipped it. It was in its own little envelope, no wrapping around it at all. I'm kind of disappointed in Michaels for that. The other 2 packages were shipped and packaged really good. This one was just in a plain old plastic envelope with no bubble wrap or anything. So they're lucky that this didn't get crushed more than what it did. The packaging is crushed here. I'm kind of a snob when it comes to packaging. Snob, that's not a good word. Stickler? I'm a stickler. Because, you know, these are kind of expensive and I want them to arrive in good condition when I order things. All right, let's start with green. We'll go green, blue, blue, violet, purple, and then we'll do silver. Okay. Kelly says, I'm sensitive to smell, so they would be good for me, but I don't know if you get them in the UK. I don't know either. Jane Davenport has some of her products available on Michaels. I've seen a few of her products available on Amazon, and then she has her own product. Now, Jane Davenport, I think she's from Australia. So you may get lucky. She may have hers available in the UK. Check her actual store out. Yeah, I would go to janedavenport.com and see what you can find. Let's see, non-porous plate with a paintbrush maybe? Yeah, I wondered about that too. Quick question off topic. Will the Mandala Bliss coloring book still be available after the first of the new year? Yes, it will. Plus more stuff. So we've got lots of exciting things to come. Will I link these? After this video is done, the live event, I'll put a link to them in the description of this video. Wow, I just realized I saw these at our Rio craft store in Australia. Yes, she is Australian. She has her own YouTube channel and she does demos, especially with watercolor. I haven't seen her demo these yet though, at least not individually. Oh, I just noticed that there is a little image here showing to push down on the marker tip. So there are some instructions, if you want to call that instructions. I don't call that instructions. I need like, first, lift the marker in your hand. Second, that's the kind of instructions I like. Okay. Let's see. How about priming one before drawing anything? Okay, I'll do that with this one. Wow, I just realized, okay, I'm disappointed with how they packaged that. Yeah. Let's see. How fast do they dry? Let's see that. Do they leak through the paper? Not this paper. This is my really heavy duty mixed media paper that I have in my sketchbook that you can purchase on my website. So I can try it on standard copy paper if I have some handy here. We can do that here in a minute. Okay, I'm going to prime it first before doing anything. Woo! Okay, there it's primed. And I'm going to try to do a smaller swatch this time so we have room for all the final colors. Jane Davenport does a lot of mixed media work. So she has acrylics, pastels, watercolors, stickers, inks. She does a lot of really neat stuff. She's got a book. Okay, there's that green. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, Indian Ocean. Okay, now this is obviously still wet. Out here though, it's dry. So where I did a lot of coloring, it's taking longer to dry than these lines here, which dried really fast. So I think you could probably write with it like a letter and it would dry pretty fast. But when we're doing our coloring pages, we're going to have to be patient with it, with drying. And I think priming it first is probably the smartest thing to do. So we will continue with that suggestion. Okay, let's go to blue. Okay. Sherry says they're on Amazon.com. Awesome. So you like the cooler colors, Autumn says. Yeah, that's why I really wanted both sets, because I wanted to see what they were both like. I would use them as an accent, yeah, for your coloring page. Yeah, can you imagine? You'd probably go through these really fast if you tried to do a full coloring page. My sisters just came home from their friend's house. Okay, gotta go. Supper's done, and my dog won't use her indoor bark. Thanks for coming, Daryl. Okay, I'm gonna prime it first. So. Oh man, you just barely have to touch that and out comes that ink. I guess that's a good thing. It would be better to have it coming out fast than it being stubborn. I wish I could do a close-up, maybe as a separate video. When the ink comes out, it looks so pretty. I don't know if you can see. I'll try to hold it. The glitter does all this dancing and stuff. I'll try to hold it still. I doubt you can see that. It's doing some pretty stuff here if you get it. It's very satisfying to watch that glitter roll around in there. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have to get my other camera and do a extreme close-up. That would be a really fun video to watch. Very relaxing. That's a really pretty blue. Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean. Okay. Lorna says, laugh out loud, you're enabling me, Jennifer. We'll need to make a trip to all my craft stores in the next few days. Sorry. Okay, this one's called Atlantic Ocean. Let's see if we can sneak it in down here. Oh, I forgot to prime first. Oh, okay, I did better that time. Oh, see, if you're just slightly too heavy-handed, out comes all that ink. But oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, it might be better to let it go down onto like a ceramic plate and then use your paintbrush to move it around. And it must be water-based because we're not catching an alcohol smell. So that means we could probably use a little water to make it go longer and do some cool effects. It's drying really pretty. That's still wet up there. I'm getting colored in sparkles. Just the way I like to be. Okay, we'll put the name of this one this way. Atlantic. I love filling up a page in my sketchbook with swatches. It makes me so happy, especially sparkly swatches. Glitzy. Okay, let's do this purple. Come on, purple. That's another reason I had to get the cool oceans, because it had the purple. Let's see. They are much cheaper on Michaels than Amazon. Oh, good to know. Especially if we use our coupons. Robbie says, late to the stream. What marker pens are we using? These are the Jane Davenport. These are new. There's 2 sets of them available right now. Warm Seas and Cool Oceans. And they're called Glitz Sea Sparkle Markers. So we are finishing up swatching them. We're on Southern Ocean. Here, oh, and prime it first by gently touching it, and that gets the ink down. So I think when we go to do some coloring here with them, we will do the suggestion of putting it onto a plate and controlling it with a brush. Because the marker tip would be fine for little quick things, but for controlling the ink better, I think that might be. We'll see. We'll see. Probably would depend, you know, if you threw them in your purse and took them with you, or your art bag, then having them as a marker is really handy as a way to use them. But if you're sitting at your art table and you had access to a brush, that might be an even better way to use them. Southern Ocean. Autumn says, I love that purple. Yes, me too. That's very close to the purple I had at my wedding. So pretty. $10 on Michaels. $24 on Amazon. Yeah, buy them on Michaels. The way you have the ink going, it reminds me of the Posca pens. Oh, I've wondered about those pens. I was looking at them actually last night. I was watching another Amazon artist. She was using a white Posca pen and getting some really neat effects with them. Okay. Let's see. This is Arctic Ocean. So this is the silver. Up here was the gold right here. And now we'll see what the silver does. Prime it gently. And here we go with silver. Very pretty. I like that silver. That would be a really handy pen. I don't think these pens are available open stock, which is a shame because this silver is maybe the best of the, as far as laying down a consistent color, which makes sense because all of them seem to have the silver glitter in them. So silver pigment with silver glitter, it would lay down the most consistent color. That makes total sense. Arctic Ocean, that's a good name for it. I wonder if this was the easiest one to name. Arctic Ocean. Okay, so that is the Cool Oceans set. I'm going to write the name on here now of what these all are so I'll remember later when I come back to this a year from now and wonder what pens these are. Okay, I'll grab a black marker here and use it to write Jane Davenport. Glitz TZ-C sparkle markers. There. And then I usually add a date somewhere so I can remember when I did it, and I don't know what the date is. Let's see, it's 12, what's the date today? Is it the 20th? 20th. Thank you, Victoria. 12/20/17. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Oh dear. Look at all those 20s. Thanks, you guys. Okay, let's see. We're talking about black and white. Oh, I think we're back on those other markers, the Posca markers, I think. Being scared if they would leak. I would stock on the silver. Yeah, if it was open stock, me too. You haven't gotten any freelance writing done today. Sorry, Ashley. How would you store these? Definitely like this or tip down. Those would be my two. The only fear with tip down would be that we might get some leak. But the caps are awesome. These are locking in really good. But in general, with markers, I default to storing them flat. Especially with any kind of dual tip marker, I always store them flat. So these ones will be stored this way because that's the way all of my marker storage is right now. So I've got a special area where I store specialty markers, and that's where these will go, and they'll be stored this direction like that. Okay. Kim's wondering about how they would look on black. Very good idea. Thank you, Kim. Let me go grab a black piece of paper. I've got one right over on this other tray. Across the room. Going for a walk across the room. Let's try black paper. Okay. I need to move this black paper closer because I reach for it quite often. Okay. Let's try black paper while this dries. Okay. This is just some, I think it's like 60 or 65 pound cardstock that I picked up at Michael's. Nothing special, not a whole lot of tooth. This is nothing real special here. Let's start with the silver, the Cool Oceans set. I don't know why I keep putting these back in here. We should just leave them out. We're leaving them out now. These boxes are, I don't like this kind of plastic box. They always sort of poke, and I've gotten paper cuts on these plastic boxes before and it kills. Okay, let's try it. This would be really cool for black cards and stuff. Okay, we'll start here and maybe I'll write the name with it. This is the Atlantic. I'll make sure I'm in screen for you. Oh, so pretty. Okay, there's Atlantic. This one is Southern. Whoa, I pushed a little hard. That's good though. We'll see what it looks like if you let a lot of ink through. Southern. Indian. Here's the silver. Arctic. Pacific. Listen, the ink is kind of bubbling up, trying to escape. Okay, let's go to the warm oceans. This is yellow. This one, oh, let's do the gold next to the yellow. Mediterranean. I don't want to write Mediterranean again. Okay, you can do it, Jennifer. Mediterranean. Okay, orange is Caribbean. Caribbean. Caribbean or Caribbean? I never know which way to say that one. Red. I can spell red. And coral. Okay, let's see what they look like on camera. Yeah, they're looking like they do here. I'll move them in the light here. Okay. Do they look alike to you all watching? Yeah. Okay, that's how they're looking here too. Let me move them in the light. They're getting like a more of a hint of color as you move them in the light. But for the most part, it's just this metallic silver that's coming through. Even in that big blob, maybe you can see the purple. So maybe if you were coloring on purple, if you used a lot of the ink, some of the color would come through. But for the most part, I think maybe they don't shine or don't do as well on black. They don't do as good as I thought they would. Let's see. Yeah, they look white. Still the same. That's sad. What a shame. Disappointed. Yeah. They remind me of the jelly rolls. Yep. Yeah, we've got these shadow jelly rolls that do those. It's like a metallic. It goes down as a color, and then it sort of dries with the gold. And then there's this one here that does the silver. Same kind of effect, except it dries with a silver touch to it. It's kind of doing the same thing where it has a pigment, but then the metallic really comes through. That's kind of what these are doing. Oh, but yeah, I think white paper is where they do the best. Let's bring it back over here. So, okay, very cool. Okay, let's see if this is dry enough to change the page. I think it's dry enough. Some of the glitter, is that true of all of it? Yeah, the glitter still is coming loose. So if you hate glitter getting everywhere, these might not be the pens for you. Because even on the dry stuff, the glitter is coming up. Okay. Let's move these over here, and I would like to swatch the distress inks I got really quick. That should go pretty fast because we can just stamp it on the paper. Okay. Flip this over and bring this over, and I'm just going to write their names as we go. And this should go pretty fast. I like that the lid on this case I bought stays attached, so I won't ever lose the lid. That's nice. Okay, so I'm going to write across the top that these are distress ink. Hey, Carter. This is Carter, my awesome 13-year-old.
You have a stapler.
I do have a stapler. If it doesn't work, I have another one somewhere too. Okay. Did it work?
Yeah.
I was using it to staple weird things the other day. Everyone's saying hi to you. Oh, Kelly said hi to you.
Hi.
Okay, let's start with Mermaid Lagoon. Okay. There's Mermaid Lagoon. Let's see, I think I want to use a black, more fine tip black pen rather than this giant thing I've got here. Oh, up here. Okay. So that's Mermaid Lagoon. Now that I have this in here, in my sketchbook, if I decide to order more of these distress inks, I'll be able to refer to this sketchbook, and then I'll know what I do and don't have, so I won't do double orders. And from what I understand, you can get re-inkers for these in case I want to re-ink these colors eventually. Shaded Lilac. Lilac. Okay, and then this one is Chipped Sapphire. I wonder who has to name all these. Chipped. Oh, 2 peas in sapphire. Like I said, people, I failed. I failed in spelling. Okay. The other thing, as I was learning about these inks, is that they change as they dry. And I don't know if that's because they're dye-based or if it's a property of the distress inks. Abandoned Coral. But I can't wait to play with them in our coloring pages. Okay, we've got someone that is there. We just had someone that is being naughty, so I just deleted them. I don't like people that come in here and start doing what are they called again? Trolls. Okay, I think I blocked them. Hopefully you guys can't see what he was saying. Sorry about that if you saw it. Okay, I got rid of it. All right. Okay. That got me all shaken up. Sorry about that. How are you applying those? Are you pushing hard or rocking back and forth? I'm just sort of touching it down and then giving it just a little twist, just really gently, because I don't want to put a whole lot of ink onto this paper, just enough so that I can get their color. This is spun sugar. Ooh, that's a really pretty pink. Spun sugar. Okay. I should try the Distress Ink Oxide. Oh, okay. Cool. Let's see. And here is Aged Mahogany. Come on. Aged Mahogany. Okay. Now, Cracked Pistachio. If you have embossed the cardstock, you can slide the pink pad over the embossed and it will stand out. Oh, that's a great idea. Salim says, trolls? Oh, that's like people who come in and on purpose they do things to aggravate you, or they say mean things, or leave like really offensive words or phrases, or swear, or you know, that kind of stuff. On YouTube they're called trolls. So I looked over at the chat and saw that there was a troll on there, and YouTube caught what he was saying and put a little flag on it for me. And I hoped that it wasn't showing for you guys, so I hurried and blocked him. But it kind of made me all jumbled in the brain, and we don't get trolls on on Facebook like ever. I think there might be one person that comes on and does the angry sad face a ton, and that's the worst we ever get with trolls. On YouTube, trolls they go out on purpose looking for live events, and then they'll come in and they'll start saying really offensive stuff just to be a troll, just for fun. And it kind of stops a lot of YouTubers from doing fun things that they could be doing for people because they're afraid of the trolls. So I try to not let it get me down, because most of my followers, well, all of you guys are amazing. I almost never get any negative comments. The trolls that do come in on live events are usually just people jumping in just to try to get a rise out of me. And so if I just delete them and get rid of them, they usually don't come back. So I have an awesome community. That pine needles color is gorgeous. Well, that's an awesome light, medium, and dark selection we got there. That's really going to be a good one for coloring. Oh, thanks you guys. Look at all that support you guys are saying. We are here to support you. You were definitely quick enough. Okay, good. I think that the old Distress ink markers did react with water, so I guess that these ink pads also can be moved with water. Yeah, I want to play around with that. Dorothy says, that's sad. I love watching your events. Thank you. Yeah, that's a pretty deep green. Yeah. Best internet advice is to not feed the trolls. Yep. When I was looking into all this, I read a lot about what to do about it. And that was, you know, you're supposed to block and delete and ignore. That's what you're just supposed to do. And so I try to pass that advice on. So if you guys ever see people leaving negative comments and stuff, everyone's supposed to just ignore them. Because the more we respond to their negative comments and stuff, the more they'll be like, haha, I got someone to respond. And then they'll keep commenting whether they agree with what they're saying or not, just to get people mad. So it really has nothing to do with your content or who you are as a person or anything. They're just trying to get you mad. Scattered Straw. That's a fun name. These two are pretty similar. This one's more orangey. So far it looks to me like their labels are pretty true to the color we're getting. And this is Brushed Corduroy. I like that name. I used to have corduroy pants when I was a little girl. They may have even been brown corduroy pants. Brushed Corduroy. Corduroy. There. Okay. Now we're going to put the date on here again, 12/20/17, and then I'll know next time if I want to order more, because I never order more supplies. If I order more, I'll be able to know exactly which inks I already have. And they do dry really fast. That's good. And I doubt, yeah, they didn't even make it through this nice paper that I have here. So, woohoo! Okay, so we have swatched everything. Of course, we didn't swatch all of the washi tape, but I think we'd be here forever trying to washi tape 45 rolls of tape. So we're not going to worry about that. I wanted to swatch these things. That was what I really wanted to swatch. So let's do a little coloring. That's what I want to do. And I think I want to do I want to try some of the sparkly, the Glitz C markers on this metallic paper that we have here and see what they do on this. I'm really curious. I think that will be really neat. So I'm going to move this out of the way, maybe flip back to the page that shows the colors we have available to us, and just have that to the side. And I think I'm going to switch to a different page, do some coloring on a different page. Maybe we should color this green tree with them, or we could do, maybe I'll do this ornament, because then we can use lots of colors. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. All right, we're going to use as many colors as we want. Now, we're going to limit our color palette. That's one of my rules to myself, is to limit the color palette. Let's go traditional and do red and green and gold on this one. And then we can do something a little more funky on a different one. Or, you know, yeah, let's do that. Okay, I changed my mind. We're going to go blue. This is the way I like to choose colors. And I talk about this in my coloring book that I made a page inside the coloring book for you. If you order my coloring book, let me show you. right in here. I made a page of some tips on coloring that I do that are like stress-free tips for coloring. And one of the things I recommend is laying the colors out on top of the page you're about to color. And it's surprising to me because, oh, we just got another idiot. Let me delete that. Okay, I think it's removed. I got rid of it. Thanks for catching that, Jamie. If you see another troll, let me know, you guys. Okay, what I like to do is lay the colors on top of the coloring page I'm about to do, and it's amazing how often just having the colors there will tell me, no, that doesn't feel right to me right now. And it doesn't have anything to do with what is right or wrong for a coloring page. It has to do with what feels right to me at the moment for what I want to color, you know, just the bliss of it. And so, like I laid this out thinking, I want to do the traditional colors on this little ornament. And then I automatically thought, no, that doesn't feel right to me right now. And I think I'm going to go with blue and maybe purple and the silver. Oh, see, that feels all happy and blissful to me right now. So this is the color palette we're going to go with right now. So silver and blue for the ornament. Ah, Jamie, you and I are in the same zone here. Kim says, ordered the coloring book and sketchpad. Can't wait for them. Oh, I'm excited for you. You'll get an email as soon as that comes through, okay? So watch for that. Oh, another troll. Rude. Okay, I think I got rid of him. I wish there was a way I could make one of you guys a moderator to help me delete while I'm looking down. Let's see, who would like to help me delete people if I can make them make you a moderator? Kelly says I can mod. Let me see if I can make you a mod. Add moderator. Kelly, you're a moderator now. Okay. So the way you do it is you click on their name and then you can just block them. Don't put them in timeout or anything. Just block. And yeah. Let's see, who else said they would mod? Tammy's here. Oh, Tammy. Hi, Tammy. You want to help? Let me make you a moderator too. You've been a moderator for me in the past. And Jamie says, I'll help too. Okay, I'm going to just add a bunch of moderators. Okay. All right. There's, I think, 3 moderators now. So you guys block all you want, okay? You guys can answer questions too if you want. All right, sweet. Okay, I'm going to keep coloring now because you guys are here to see me color, not sit and report people. That's lame. Okay. All right. We've got these 3. We're going to try out the Jane Davenport. Oh, that always just shakes me up when people do that. Okay, we're going to start with silver up here and focus on coloring bliss and not trolls. Like I said, I think it has to do with the longer we're live, I think the more trolls we start to attract. So now I know how to make people moderators, and that will help. But now you guys are all not blissful. That's rude. Sorry about that. Now you guys are stuck looking for the trolls. Let's go blue right here. Now I'm going to try it with coloring with the marker first. But if I feel like the ink is getting out of control, like we were having problems before, I may switch over to using a brush like we talked about when we were swatching. Let's see, maybe I could do a silver stripe there. If I want to keep it to just these three colors, maybe I go purple and blue stripes in here. Blue and blue. Okay, oh, that blue looks so pretty. Wonder how it's going to dry. And then we'll go purple right here. And purple. This tip really is quite difficult to control because it's so round. Makes me really appreciate like a brush tip, or even like the Sharpie tips where it's got a nice point where you can really direct that point into where you want it to be. Are you guys catching more people? Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, now very carefully drawing in that silver to kind of give a border around that gorgeous purple and blue. So pretty. That blue, we'll see how it does as it dries. Now this is that metallic paper, and I've had some trouble with the metallic paper in the past with gel pens. The gel pens never wanted to dry on it. So after I get all this ink laid down, I'm going to bring up my heat gun and hit it with the heat gun and see if that will help it to dry. So I'm going to go silver in this line here. But I do love how fast it goes. We were talking about during the live Facebook about how slow color pencils are, which I like when you want a nice, slow, blissful afternoon of coloring. But if you were pumping these tags out as fast as possible for, Christmas presents, you would need a faster coloring medium like these markers for sure. Okay. And where the ink is just flowing out of these, it really makes me wonder how long these markers would last. Okay, now carefully around this. Well, I'm hoping to do more live events like this here on my channel. I kind of had to pause all my filming while we were setting up the print center, and also while I was rearranging my entire art studio. Practically our whole house got turned upside down while we were setting up the print center and changing the art studio around. But now that things have calmed down a bit with rearranging things, I think I can get back into a better routine again with filming. I filmed a video yesterday and I'll be editing that tonight. So there should be a new YouTube video coming up really soon. And then I want to do more live events, both on Facebook and YouTube, if the trolls will leave me alone. Okay, I'm going to turn this whole thing a little bit so we've got a better angle for this. So hopefully I'll stay within the lines. So those black border lines will help that silver really pop. Good. And I think I'll do silver again right here. Good. And then let's do the alternating the blue and the purple again here. What I'd like to try with these markers too, maybe we'll do it on a different paper, is can we introduce water and get a gradient? Because right now we're just, you know, pretty much straight up purple, blue, silver. No lights or darks at all. No shading. It's really gorgeous, but I'd like to see if we can get some shading and dimension as well. Okay. This is, wow, that's looking amazing. Thank you. I changed how I was using gel pens after watching your videos. Finally got my glycerin today. Oh, you're going to love the glycerin. That's awesome. I love purple and teal together. Oh, purple and this green would be gorgeous. That would be really pretty. My room is purple, one of my favorite colors. I love purple. You have an army at your service. No worries. The people you picked have a quick trigger. That's awesome. You guys are doing great. Maybe every time I come on, we'll have to get some volunteers and you guys can share the burden of hunting down the trolls. We'll call you my honorary troll hunters or something. There's got to be a cute name for that by now somewhere. The troll hunters. Okay, and then I think I want to mirror that I had blue at the top of the ornament, so I'm going to put blue again at the bottom of the ornament. Okay, well, that's looking pretty, but it looks wet, very wet. So I'm going to use my heat gun and try to help speed up the process here. Hopefully it's not too loud. This is my eldest son's heat gun. So it's technically not the crafting kind, it's the kind you use in the you know, for tools. So it gets really hot. And I have to watch it really carefully. When my son was helping me test it to see if it would work here in my studio, we actually like pushed it to the limits to see what it would do. And we could light paper on fire with it. It could get that hot. So I have to watch it pretty close. Okay. It's making that paper really hot. Okay. Okay. I'm going to move that in the light so you can see it. So pretty. If we wrote two, let's see, I have to use blue. Two. Ooh, that paint, look at the ink, just, that makes me nervous. Two. One tag down. That worked, that dried it. But the glitter still likes to come off, so I think if we really wanted to seal the glitter in, we could use, what do you call it? Some fixative on it, but then, of course, on this paper, you wouldn't want to use fixative. It would probably dull up that metallic look. But look how pretty, pretty. So pretty. Awesome. Okay, I'm in love with that. All right, we got to do some other kinds. I want to try using water with these. So let's bring in the mixed media paper tags. Oh, I got to feel all the paper. That's how I know I'm on the right paper. That's color pencil paper. Okay. So I think this is the mixed media paper here. So let's color this one. And we need a little bowl. That's still got Gamsol in it from earlier. So we'll clean that out good. Okay. Clean that out. There. Okay. And I got my water handy. And a selection of brushes we can pick from. All ready to go. I love my new studio. Just a touch of water. I'll keep the water handy in case we need more. And then we need a little plate. A non-porous surface. One non-porous surface. Okay. Oh, Jen's Blissful Troll Hunters. I love that. I gotta write that down somewhere. I'll write it next to my cute little washi tape I got today. Jen's Blissful Troll Hunters. Oh, I can't even write my own name. Jen's Blissful Troll Hunters. Let's see, that's JBTH. Too bad it doesn't spell something cute, huh? Okay, so we have our non-porous surface here. Make sure it's clean. It's been a while since I've used these plates, probably since we changed studios. Okay. Now we're going to do, let's try this. I want to try the holly. I think it'll be a simple one to shade. And I'm going to use my blotting page. I saw that when I was thumbing through all this. Gotta get organized here so we don't make a mess. You guys are being so patient while I get set up here. To cover up that. Okay, good. Now I feel like I won't destroy that. And we're going to use, these are a really cheap set. Some of this came from Walmart. Some of it I think came from Amazon. So let's pick maybe this one. We'll see if that one will work. Okay, we're going to get it wet. Oh, I need a paper towel. One more tool, and then I think we're good to go. My paper towels, I'm still not quite happy with where I have them here in my studio. I think I need a better solution for paper towels. Okay, so we're going to do this holly right here. Let me slide it up in the screen a little better. And what was suggested is we put the ink, instead of coloring straight with the pen, we're going to put the ink on a non-porous surface and then use a brush. And I'd like to try adding just a tiny bit of water and see if we can get a gradient and get a little light to dark kind of feeling here. So I'm going to push down really gently because we don't want a lot of ink. Just like that. We've got our puddle of green. And then we want a little puddle of red on there too. Even less red because we've got just a few berries. Maybe move it over here a bit more. Oh, well, that's how much red we get. Look how pretty that is. Look how pretty. I could just stare at that. That's so pretty. Okay. There we go. Make sure my brush is just a little bit wet, and we're going to start by straight up the paint here. And oh, this is so much easier to control. This is the way to do this. Ah, so much better. Okay, so this is a teeny tiny number 5 round that I'm using here. Now the question for me is going to be, will the glitter be as pronounced? So I'm going to lay the darkest green down the center here. Kind of picture the leaf curling in a little bit, so the deep well of the center would be the darkest point, is what I'm picturing. And then I'm going to pick up a tiny amount of water. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That makes me happy. Look at that. It pulls the pigment out now to the edge with a lighter green on the edge. Oh yeah. Tiniest amount of water, because remember, water is our enemy on paper, at least this kind of paper. Any kind of non-watercolor paper, water is your enemy. Of course, we still use it, but we don't want to use lots of it. Try to blend it out so we get a smooth blend. I think I waited too long over here, so we're going to bring in some more ink. There we go. Now we're moving. Ooh, this is exciting. That's pretty. That's pretty. Okay, then let's try the red now. And then I'm wondering about adding a little gold up the middle or something like that. Or oh, we could do gold around the edges. Oh, I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. Okay, sorry. Okay, oh, there's some questions. Let me look back here. Jen's showing ink onto a plate. Wow, lots of my awesome helpers are answering lots of questions. Thank you. Yeah, I thought the chat wasn't quite matching up with what I was seeing on the screen. Oh, are you having some trouble? Sorry. Art class, why? Water, why? Yeah, water can make things tear or bumpy. Is she working on the mixed media paper? Yes, I'm on the mixed media paper. Victoria saying she's had a membership but wasn't subscribed. Oh, okay, go check it out. I'm glad you're here with us. So glad. If you drop a bit of blue into the green, you can mix and get a deeper green. Good idea. We'll try that. That is really beautiful. Thanks. To get Jen's attention is to type her name in all caps and then the question. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Okay, good. I think I caught up with what you were saying. Sorry. That loud noise you heard was my garage door. Okay, so I'm going to try putting the deep red right here. and then grab some of the water and pull it down. And I think I used too much ink at the beginning, so I'm going to try to... There goes my garage door again. Sorry about that. My art studio room is right above our garage. Okay, that's better. I think this is a touch darker right here. And green is also a good color to use to darken up red. So I'm going to grab just a bit of that green and try to mix it in. Whoa, that was overpowering. Let's see if we can pull some of that out and make it go back to a red place. So I was mentioning earlier that I watched another YouTuber that was explaining why watercolor paper was so good at handling water. And one of the reasons is watercolor paper is treated with gelatin. It's been treated that way for hundreds of years. And that's how they get it to protect the fibers of the paper, so you can add as much water as you want without those balls of paper and the fibers coming up. And so that's why all of our regular papers have such a problem. And it's really frustrating because we've been trying to search for a good watercolor paper that we can offer to you guys. But a lot of those pre-treated papers, because it's treated with that gelatin, you can't use them in your printers because then it rejects like LaserJet and inkjet print. Or it takes too long for the LaserJet or inkjet ink to dry, especially LaserJet. So you have to print them one at a time and then pull it out and let it dry. I think that would make sense to you guys. So we've been trying to source the best paper for watercolor, and it's really difficult. Plus, watercolor paper is more expensive, way more expensive, even when you purchase it in bulk. And that makes coloring books really out of people's price range. So we're still on the hunt, and I think eventually we'll solve it. But for now, it's a mystery how to do the watercolor paper for coloring books. Other people are doing it, so there's an answer out there. I got out of the lines. Oh well. I'm doing the border of this little leaf in gold. I'm loving that look. And I went up the center of that leaf in gold too. Okay, better control with the brush. Everybody's saying yep. And we're using way less. Like with these swatches, I think wasted tons of that ink. And this is awesome ink. Precious, precious ink. So I think from here on out, unless I have no other option, like I'm on the go and I need to use these markers, I think I'll be using them with a brush because this is a better way to do it. We're getting gradients, we're getting into tiny little corners. Look how pretty. And we're still getting the shine. Not quite as much shine, obviously, on the green because we're watering it out and pulling it out. But where I did it straight up, the gold around the border, we're getting the beautiful shine. So cool. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like that. Pretty cool. Okay. Well, I think that I've been on here for a while now. I think I'm going to take a break and go down and say hi to my family and do some coloring a little later. I do want to play with this a little bit though and not just let it dry. I want to do some satisfying mixing. So thanks for joining me, you guys. It was lots of fun. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing of all these supplies and playing with them with me. It's fun to try new things. I want to thank all the moderators. What are we going to call you? My blissful troll hunters. Thank you. Oh, Kelly says I'll be a mod anytime I need it. Thank you. It really does help knowing that you guys will dive in and help me anytime I need it. That makes me feel like maybe I can do this more often, especially with Steve working down in the print center. We need to keep him down there printing books for you guys. So if I want to be up here doing art with you guys, we've got to find a way to be able to do these live streams with me on my own up here. So I think if I had you guys helping me, I could do that. So that's awesome. Everybody's saying Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you guys. I hope you guys get lots of fun art supplies. That's my wish to you. Because we all need more creative art supplies, right? Beth says maybe I could help too. That would be great. I think the more volunteers we have, the better. We can take turns being moderators. And anytime you guys are out there and you see trolls and stuff, the best thing to do is block, delete, and ignore. Don't feed the trolls so that eventually they'll lose their power. They're just bullies on YouTube. That's all they are. So you guys are awesome. Have a wonderful evening or day, whatever it happens to be in your region of the world. And I hope you have a great Christmas. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.